Hello ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, welcome back to our channel. Welcome to Fagiola Chuma 254. As usual, on this platform, we discuss a plethora of issues. We discuss our politics, social and economic welfare of our society. We discuss this stuff because from here we can get solutions. We discuss them because through disagreements that we have while discussing, we can get to an agreement. We disagree to agree. Oh no, we agree to disagree. Everybody has an opinion, and our opinions are not necessarily the same. I got my own opinion, somebody else has their own opinion. For the last few days, there's been talk of what happened in Kamukunji, the ODM rally that was held in Kamukunji. And people have been calling it out, people have been talking about how underwhelming it was in terms of attendance and in terms of an agenda, which might be true, may be true, or better yet, should I just say, yeah, it is true. The venue was not as full as people expected. Maybe there was no proper mobilization of attendance, and secondly, the people who spoke, nah, it's like the charisma was not there. I didn't hear anybody who spoke and felt like I was being motivated, towards a specific drive. And it's about the leadership of Oburu Oginga. And I've really been thinking, because to tell you the truth, when I had this speech by Oburu Oginga, nah, maybe he should have just attended that rally, but never spoke. I don't know if you also feel the same way. But what I want to talk about that rally is the picture that came out. I've always maintained it ever since Raila Amolo Odinga passed away. I've always maintained it that we fell, and right now we are crawling. Right now we're trying to make baby steps, and as ODM is bound to make mistakes. That is a given. They're bound to make mistakes. Sometimes there'll be missteps, there'll be mishaps, like the one that happened in Kamkunji. There was no takeaway from that rally. Nobody spoke about something that you could live with and carry around as this is what the stance of ODM is. Because the party leader, there was just something about him. So I got thinking. ODM, the structures of ODM has the party leader, and then there is the chairman, their deputy chairman, there's the secretary general, and right now as we speak, there's some consistent tussle, some push and pull on the leadership of ODM. So I was just thinking, this is just a random thought, because as things stand now, if ODM is to get up and start running, if ODM is to start walking, I'm really sorry. I don't think Oburu Oginga is the solution. Maybe it's because of age, or maybe just because, he's not supposed to be there. He's not meant to be there. There was no energy. There was no charisma. He doesn't have charisma. he doesn't have energy, he doesn't have that oomph, he doesn't have it. So I was thinking, I mean, if this can reach the people of ODM, I was just thinking of all those people who are, tussling to take over the leadership of ODM. We have Gladys Wanga, we have John Badi, the screamer, we have Opio Wandai, the loyalist, we have Babu Owino, the kingpin wannabe, we have Edwin Sifuna, we have Osotsi, we have what's his name, Edwin Sifuna, we have we also have Joho. ODM is an ideology. ODM is supposed to be fighting and fighting and always fighting for the people. Even if they are government, they're still always supposed to be fighting for the people, fighting for justice. And that fight for justice requires strength. It requires charisma. It requires someone who has a stance, somebody who, when he decides to do something and focuses on it, he makes sure that it's delivered. Or even if it's not delivered, because sometimes you might want to get a whole bread, but you don't get a whole bread. At least get 3/4 of a bread, or maybe get half a bread. That's the kind of person that ODM requires. And at this point, it's been close to 3 months ever since. I mean, it's 3 months ever since Raila Amolo Odinga passed away, and Oburu Oginga was declared the party leader immediately. Man, he's not cutting it. Oburu is not cutting it. So what I would suggest, I don't know if this is going to reach the hierarchies of ODM. I would really suggest that we have a rotational leadership for some time. Joho says he wants to be the party chair. The party leader. We should give him, that post for 2 months. Let him lead ODM, and we see what's going to be happening. Let's give it to Babu Owino. Give it to Edwin Sifuna. Give it to Gladys Wanga. We can as well give it to the screamer. Though I don't know how these guys want to be party leaders. The screamer, Opio Wandai, and Joho. I don't know how they want to be party leaders, and yet they're also cabinet secretaries, because it doesn't work that way. You've got to drop one to have one. But my point is, at the pace at which things are moving, it's our time. This is our time. This is our time as ODM to make mistakes. Let's make mistakes, but make these mistakes within the house, without anybody being locked outside. Let's have a rotational leadership period where Joho from the coast gets to lead the party. We get to feel how his leadership is. Simba Arati from Kisii Nyanza, Osotsi from Luya, Edwin Sifuna from Luya Nairobi, Babu Owino from Nyanza, Otiende Amolo. Get to have these people taking up that leadership role as the party leader of ODM, so that we get somebody who, ODM ni chama ya ODM ni chama ya kukimbia. ODM ni chama ya, and I'm not talking about going to the streets, no. That's not what I'm talking about. But ODM ni ile chama, when they decide to do something, they're always moving towards it with force. And we need to have somebody who is forceful in leadership. to steer the party with wisdom. I hope you get that right. Not just being forceful. You have to be forceful, but with wisdom. We don't need the kind of leaders who are going to throw away the baby with the maji ya kuosha. You understand? So the best solution right now for ODM to get the kind of leader that we need, the kind of leader that will vibe and unite every member of ODM, is to have a rotation. Because from the look of things, I don't think ODM is going to, I quite doubt if ODM is going to have a presidential candidate next year. I mean, we're just a few months to the general elections, and I've not seen any signs of ODM having a presidential candidate. So can we just, make mistakes, have rotational leadership? Oburu yake asha fail. Let's try Joho. I resign from the cabinet secretary. Akuje, let him lead the party. And you see, I'm saying Oburu is not fit for it because first, hana charisma. Secondly, that guy is old. He's old. If we were complaining Raila was old, Oburu is way older. And thirdly, Oburu Oginga already has his mind set that they're going to work with the government. And there are people in ODM who don't feel like that is what is supposed to happen. So for us to have the best result, we are supposed to have a leader who is neutral or appears to be neutral and follows the lead of the majority in the party. Not somebody who has already had his mind or her mind that tunaenda huku. And that would disqualify people like the Screamer. It would disqualify people like Opiyo Wandayi, Gladys Wanga, Oburu Oginga. They would be disqualified. We need to get somebody who is neutral. Somebody like Otiende Amolo. Man, I like that guy. I like him. And I believe if ODM was to have the best leader, then it would be Otiende Amolo. It would be Otiende Amolo. Somebody who has the characteristics, the characters that Raila had. Even at the moment, Otiende Amolo has been neutral, considerate to both sides, those who are not for working with the government and those who are for working with the government. He listens. Unlike the side of Wanga, the side of Sifuna and Babu Owino, Otiende Amolo, we need people like that. Because if that doesn't happen, the leadership of Oburu Oginga is going to lead to a lot of hemorrhage in the party in terms of genuine supporters. I'm a supporter of ODM, and I don't feel Oburu Oginga. His leadership, nah. I don't hate him. I just don't feel like he's the best to lead ODM. Nah. So, for everybody to be given a chance, for nobody to be locked outside, how about we say Oburu Oginga has tried and is failed? We move to the next person for 3 months or maybe 2 months, and to the next person and to the next person. Because, ODM encompasses the whole nation. I don't know who is from Northeastern, but it encompasses the whole nation and all religions. So they should reach the ODM hierarchy. It is something that should be done. We have hardliners, we have moderates. We must meet in the middle as a party and have the best for the people of Kenya. I don't know what you think. I don't know what you think. That's my 1 cent. If you like my videos, please, can you just click the like button? Share my videos, let them reach the farthest. I want to thank my 50 subscribers. I've only got 50 subscribers, and I'm really grateful to you guys for the kind of support that you're giving me. But I would like you to, always go to the comment section and give me direction. Correct me where I'm wrong, so that I want to grow, and I want to grow under your leadership. Like, comment, and subscribe. Support me. Thank you.